Cool, what up y'all? I'm back working on this horror sculpt. Specifically, I'm working on this dress shirt. Real quick, I'm gonna run up, grab my reference. Always gotta have some references, so I got mine right here. Right here, using this shirt as reference. Here we go. I already sculpted out the shape of the torso and divvied out all the different parts according to where the different cuts of fabric would be. And I'm actually, let me think about how I want to do this. I think at this point, yeah, they're all separate pieces. That's what I thought. I think at this point, maybe I'll do, no, I want to do dynamic subdivs at the very end. So I'm actually, I think, gonna split all of these into different points, different pieces. What up? We got one viewer on Twitch. Welcome. Cool. Yeah, so I'll go ahead, go to group split, not undoable. I could merge them all back later. I want to think about this. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, it'll make it just a little bit easier to work with. Cool, so now these are all in different parts. And now, what I'm gonna do, actually, you know what? For this stream, it might be a little bit more fun if I model the buttons, because what I need to do next with the fabric is just like add subdivs and thickness and overlay it like I did with the pants. And those pants are probably way too thick, so I'll have to fix that. But what up, Abby? Welcome to the live stream. I'm just sculpting this crazy horror sculpt. Doing some spooky stuff. We're having fun. Thanks for popping in. I'm working on this shirt today, but I think I'm gonna sculpt some buttons. Otherwise, it's gonna be just a lot of me pulling the seams over different parts. I'm using this dress shirt I've got here in real life to determine what it should look like. What up, Kokichi? In and out. Yeah, I am having fun. I like to sculpt. And these little buttons are going to be super simple, it looks like. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Alt-A. I'm going to make a new, probably start with a cylinder. And then I'm going to turn on solo mode so I can see what's up. What up, Raymundo? Nando, got my dogs barking in the background. That's great. Gato lover, welcome. Alright, and I wonder, I might see if I can initialize this as a different shape. Q cylinder Y. Let's see what that looks like. Not quite what I want. I'm gonna set all my measurements to 20. Oh no, that's hideous. That's even worse. It's gonna be impossible to work with. What up, Emily? What up, Mo? What up, Jeffrey Johnson? What up, Jesus? Moon 2099. I'm sculpting. I'll show y'all new people what I'm sculpting. Big picture stuff. Scary stuff. Doing a horror movie inspired sculpt. Y'all should guess the movie if you can. I'm gonna go back just working on this button. And I might fuck around and see if I can use a new tool. reinitialize it. Yeah. What up, Lena Davis, Tinker Stinker? I'm just about to sculpt a button for a shirt on this crazy horror sculpt. I love that everybody's popping in when it's just a cylinder, but good things take time. I'm gonna put all this, maybe I'll go higher than 20, maybe I'll go like 32 for all these divisions. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna need a new document. No, that ain't right either. Man. Alright, change of plans. Change of plans. Oh, what up, yo? Welcome. I'm making a button. Oh, he's in, he's out. Hello, goodbye. Let's see if I can make this so I can see a little bit better. Jeffrey Johnson, hello. And goodbye to you as well. Alright, I'm gonna make a new document because I fucked all that up. We'll redraw this. I'm gonna go ahead and actually reinitialize this again. It's still only at 20 subdivs. Actually, that'll work. That'll work. I'm not in edit mode. There we go. Cool. What up, Leo? What up, La Jefa? I'm in here sculpting some scary stuff. Right now, just a cylinder for a button, but big picture stuff. Got this real scary scene coming along. Let me go back to solo mode. If anybody can guess which movie I'm sculpting, you win. What up, kitties? What up? I don't know. I'm gonna grab my Z modeler. I'm gonna insert an edge loop up top. Will it not let me? There we go. This is what I've been trying to do. Right now I'm just sculpting buttons for this shirt so I can actually make this way smaller. Get it down to like the actual thickness I'm working with. What up, Crazy Boy? What up, Joy's Cooking? What up, Screech? What up? I don't know. Let me sculpt in and then I'll grab the, hold down the space bar, grab the Q mesh, grab my poly loops, I can pull this out. And we got this nice beveled edge on this, or it's not beveled, but this extruded edge on this button, and that might even be too far, so I'm gonna do that again. And then my button has holes in it, but I don't think I actually want to do holes in it, because I can paint that on as a texture, but having those little ropes might be kind of nice. So what up, Cisco and Elisa? What up, R? What up, Abby? What up, Lazaro? Karina? I'm just sculpting a button for a dress shirt for a big scary sculpt. I don't think I'll put any holes on it because I can paint that in later as a texture, and it just like won't make sense for a 3D model even if I print it or anything. But I am gonna fake the ropes, so I'm going to grab one of the default insert mesh brushes. I think I want the, actually, I want the curve strap. Where the fuck is it? Curve flat snap. Let's see here. Curve strap snap. I think that's the one I want. I just need 2 of them. Yeah, and I'm gonna split these out. I'm gonna separate 2 parts. I'm gonna split master points, and then I'm gonna go back over to that button. Let's see, where am I making this stuff? I should have renamed it too, but I didn't yet. Okay, here's my button. Turn on solo mode again. I'm actually just going to turn everything off besides the button and the strap for now. see. I could probably also get away with just using the default button, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to practice anyways. So same thing, I'm gonna hit Alt-A and do split mask points. And now these are all 3 different objects, and I'll probably go back and put them back together later, but for now I will not. For now, and I'm gonna subdivide this and dang, inflate it probably. And then I can wow, smoothing it really goes crazy. I'm gonna just hand inflate this. We're just kind of cheating some ropes. These are going to be so teeny tiny on the actual sculpt. It doesn't really have to be all that precise, but we still want it to look nice. So I'm going to pull it out and tuck those ends in as if they're actually going down with that button. What up, Maria? Anybody just joining in? And I actually, what I probably want to do is get rid of this piece, just delete it, and then I will duplicate this piece and spin it around. That'll be how we can do something like that. There's lots of ways to do this. If this was going to be like a huge piece, I would probably like use an actual rope, and I have like a pre-made rope insert brush that I made to do the big creepy noose that y'all saw. But for this, I just really just need like the basic idea, and I might smooth these both out a bit more. This is all gonna get boolean together. Oh, that's a little bit wonky. Look at that. We don't want that. That's not gonna work. So let me grab the inflate brush. And just hold Alt to deflate a bit. No, that didn't work either. Alright, here, see if we can smooth it. That worked out a bit better. It's a bit too thin now, but I think that feels about right to me. I'm gonna subdivide this one a little bit more. This down here doesn't look quite right, so I'm gonna try to like tuck it down into the button, maybe like fix the angle it's poking in at. And honestly, kind of the same with this other piece. The thing though, I am gonna 3D print this eventually, so this all, like I don't want to have to print supports for this, so it'll actually be good to have the bottom of this in contact. And I'm going to Dynamesh all these parts together. So make sure, yeah, I'll have like good groups for it. Alright. They're kind of different sizes now, so smooth this one. Also, I think this could look a little bit more taut than how I have it. This top one. Put it back into low subdiv mode. Just kind of stretch it out like the other one. And I put it back in low subdiv mode just because it makes it easier to move and stretch. Let's see. Yeah, I can get I thought that would be the case. That's maybe too much up top. And I wonder, we're kind of going to want all that to be touching ultimately. And I think, let me actually double check. I think that can maybe be a little bit bigger. What up, Aaron? I'm just sculpting a button for my shirt. And we'll probably try to make an insert mesh brush out of it. We'll see. Checking the size right now. Oh yeah, mine is way too small. So what I'll do is turn off the button base and then grab my transpose tool. I'll just make both these bigger. A little bit bigger than that even. Yeah, that's pretty close to what I want. I almost wonder if I want to make sure these are mirrored perfectly. And I might do that. Do I want that, or do I like the little bit of asymmetry? Either way, they need to be bigger. So just keep doing this, keep scaling these up. Too far. Too far. I think that's probably about more like it. Just make it feel like these are poking into the button. That one actually feels pretty good. Something like that. Cool. What up, Miria? Let's go here. I just want to make sure all this is like hidden by that button. So when I dynamesh, it's not confused. That is terrible. Let's see. I'll probably deflate this a little bit. Not do as well as I'd hoped. I wonder if I turn the size up even more. Whoa. Alright. I think that'll probably work. For Dumpsy. Flip this back up. Why is this getting so fucked up over here? No one knows. Turn this back on full subdivs. I would probably buy that. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, make it a little tiny bit nicer. Gotta just make sure I don't have any of that. That's the only problem. Looks okay. Try to get them to a more comparable size. What up, Gracie? Alright, I think that's a mad decent button. I think that'll work. It's not perfect, but get it all kind of equally on the perimeter at least. Okay, now I'm going to combine all this shit, boolean it together. So here we go. Let's see here. The negative space isn't perfect, but I kind of like that you can tell that I sculpted it. Like it's clearly not just the default. I need to increase. Well, actually, I'm going to group by normals and see what that does. And then I'm going to increase my polygroups. And then I'm going to add some subdivisions to this as well. And now, should be a little bit rounder. I might need another. Yeah, alright, cool. And then I'm going to take all of these. I'm debating if I want to save these pieces just in case. I don't think I'm going to though. I think what I'm going to do is just say fuck it and merge these down until they're all one object, and then I am going to Dynamesh it. Let me turn up the resolution. Might take a while. It's gonna make like a 2 million polygon button, but that's alright. Yeah, look at that, 3 million. Let me make sure I kept my groups. It totally did. So I'm going to ZBrush it. Turn keep groups on and smooth groups off. And I think I can keep adaptive size on and it'll be fine. And this is going to take a while because we're going from 3 million polygons down to 5,000. And then we're going to keep optimizing from there. And we'll see, I might even take the time to go into my Z modeler. What up, Eli? What up, Bo Shoggins? Doug Gilmore? We just waiting, unfortunately. great content, the content you crave right here. You're just waiting for this ZBrush to go down. You can see this orange up top is the progress. It'll go all the way across. What up? I can't read that language, but welcome. I'm sculpting this button for my shirts. Oh, he gone, he in, he out. Dang, this is taking forever. I hope it does a good job at least, because this is having a hard time. Having a super hard time rematching this. I might, if it doesn't figure it out here soon, cancel it and turn the target poly count, this little slider, turn the target poly count way up so it doesn't have to shoot for as low of a number. It doesn't try to make quite such a huge jump off the bat, but right now I still have faith that it'll work itself out. I also, sometimes after you Dynamesh, sometimes there's holes in the mesh, and if there's any holes in the mesh, then it won't ZBrush. So yeah, this is a bummer. This sucks live. This is not ideal. And to be honest, I could just use the default ZBrush buttons instead of going through all this trouble to try to make my own, but it's just kind of obvious when you do that. And I just, you know, I might as well take the time to make my own little wonky button. Like those little details make the overall sculpt nicer. This is like completely crashed out on me. I'm gonna hit escape. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit close holes just in case there are any, and then I'm gonna turn this target poly count all the way up to 100,000, and then run the ZBrusher again, and hopefully it's a little bit faster this time. And if it's not, I might honestly just come back to this button later when I'm not on stream and we can work on something else, just because this is not very fun to watch, just watching this little fucking slider dart across the stream. Trying to think what else I could show you. I could show you all the references I'm using. I mean, that gives away the movie actually that this is pulled from. I think it's more fun if people guess in the comments. So maybe I won't do that actually. I could show my reference without the screenshot. So I got this priest and this nun pulled up, and then I got the drawing over here that I'm using as reference, which if you've seen the movie, like, definitely gives it away, but I at least covered up the screenshot. But yeah, right now I'm just working on this button, waiting for the remesh to finish so my poly count goes down. I got a couple people watching. What up, Eddie? Welcome in. When this is done, I'll show you all the big picture, what I've been working on. You can see this little orange slider up top is this button trying to go from 3 million polygons down to 100,000, and then I'll keep remeshing it after that, but it's just taking forever for some reason. It's having a really hard time today, which sucks because I have a pretty decent computer. Yeah, this is a bummer. I don't know why. I mean, I could try to re-Dynamesh it. What up? What up, Patricia Luku? I'm just waiting for my program to unfreeze. I'm just waiting for my program to unfreeze. What up, Marcelina Martinez? What up, Rich? What up, Sparkling Sickle? Sparkling Sickle? Cycle? How do you say that? What up, Jimmy Gray? What up, Jimmy Ray? I'm just remeshing, I'm just sculpting, waiting on ZBrush to unfreeze. I'm certain it will. I'm certain it will soon. What up, Michael Cooper? Just doing some ZBrush, just waiting on this Z remesh. Probably gonna give it another minute or two before I just give up and work on something else. I'll come back to this when I'm not streaming because my computer's having such a hard time. Such a hard time. It says it's still thinking though, like it hasn't just crashed out on me completely, so. So I'm gonna let it think. I don't want it to crash. If I have to resculpt this though, it's not the end of the world. This is a pretty simple little button so far. This is devastating. This should not be like this. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna instead, I'm gonna just Dynamesh it again at a lower resolution. Let me smooth all this out first. Just not the edges. Just gotta be careful of those edges. But alright, I'm gonna go like half resolution, just see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, only 1 million this time instead of 3 million. Shit, I actually probably want that to intersect down there. That's gonna be a problem when I actually go to print it. Which I should have fucking thought about before I meshed all this together. Yeah, it's all fucked up looking now. That's a bummer. Let's just do this. Yup, nope, that ain't gonna work. Sad. Super sad. I wonder how far back I can go. Oh yeah, I can go back to before I Dynameshed. Look at that. That'll work. Just, whoops. Mask this. I'm only working on this one. It'll let me. Come on now. That'll work. That will work. Do that without making it look like shit. Alright, unmask it. Now let's Dynamesh again. I got a little bit fucked up. That's alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're at less than 1 million. Hopefully it'll cooperate a little bit. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna undo the Dynamesh again. Hopefully this is the last time. I was gonna really make sure all that is intersecting. It does what I want it to. I could Boolean this too, but then I have to deal with a whole new subtool, which is kind of a pain in the ass unless I want to save this button. Which, do I? I can just make another one next time I need a button. This is so basic, it's like not even worth it. I just want something that's a little bit rough and like not obviously the default ZBrush shit. God dang it, I need to mask this out. Flip that mask, there we go. Just make sure all that down here is hitting and intersecting. Otherwise the Dynamesh is not going to work properly. Okay. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I think it's going to be okay for what I'm doing. So we'll Dynamesh it around there. See what it spits out at us. What up, Zonex? How did that happen? Make sure we don't get anything like bad. Good lord. Actually, if I pull these... Yeah, what on earth? That sucks down there. What happened down here? No! A tragedy. A real tragedy. It's taking me forever to do this dumbass button. Okay. Okay, alright. I think this should just about work. This should just about work. What up, David? Welcome. I'm just sculpting away. Just making a little button that I'm going to duplicate a bunch and slap onto a shirt. But I'm going to 3D model it, or 3D print it, pardon me, later. So I need to make sure there's not actually like separation down here. If this was a game object, man, I don't even know if I would sculpt any of this. This might just all be Substance Painter. But alright, for the umpteenth time, let's die. Oh shit, whoops. Okay, there we go. Dynamesh around like here. Nah, what a close. 1 million, we'll see. We'll see. Smooth this out. I'm gonna hit Alt A, close any holes. I'm gonna real quick check the mesh integrity. Just hit fix mesh, and then I'm gonna try to ZRemesh again. Finally. And hopefully it doesn't take 1,000,000 years this time. But we shall see. We shall see. It's hard to say. Not off to a great start, looks like. Look at that. Come on. Come on, ZBrush. I'm gonna try redynameshing again, too. Ooh, we have a major jump. We have a major jump. It's thinking. It's thinking. This is about where it crashed out last time. I can't. This is like a pretty simple object. I don't know why it's having such a hard time. Just terrible. Just terrible. Man, come on. What up, Akari? Goodbye, Akari. Hello, goodbye. They in, they out, they gone. Back down to 0 viewers. Please. Please finish. This is crazy. I've never seen my computer have so much problems. Especially with something like so simple. This is not a complicated sculpt at all. I'm about to just say fuck everything and use the default ZBrush button after my big tirade against it. I truly cannot believe. I truly cannot believe this is taking so long and it's just like not working. Alright, I'm going to hit escape and let's Dynamesh it again at a lower resolution first, and then try again and just see if we can get something that it'll actually ZRemesh for us. Like that Dynamesh took no time at all. No time at all. Oh, we do still have some fucking... Oh, that sucks. still have some spots that were not overlapping. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Down here in the middle. All that just needs to be down, 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 like that. So it fucking 3D prints correctly. Ugh. Oh, devastating. I think I should be safe now. I mean, good lord. Look how wonky that's getting. I think what I might do, just to, whoops, sell that illusion a little bit better, is come in here, my Damien standard, and just like fake the, oh shit, I'm gonna have to be careful since I already put these together. Fucking fake that curve. This is a horrible stream. I'm gonna do like one button in an hour. Oh my god. Hopefully employers, they are looking at this channel to try to hire me. Watch any other video. Go watch one of the dog videos. They've been going pretty well. What up, Mike 12? What up, Vixen? Got my wifey running the garbage disposal in the back, dude. We're just killing it on all fronts today. We're just killing it on all fronts today. Hilarious. Alright, let's make sure this is all the way down in there. Same thing, grab my Damien standard brush, and we're just going to kind of fake the roundness of the rope a little bit. So at least when it's printed, the light hitting it, you won't see how like fucked up this stuff down here is so much. Oops, make sure it's... Yeah, I need to fix this side. I didn't do that very well. This will work quite a bit better. Ooh, ooh. Cool. Something like that. Just, like I said, fake that roundness. You're looking at it on the final print. It looks a little bit ropey. These are going to be so small. These are going to be like truly like smaller than the size of a pinky nail when they're actually printed. So I'm going a little bit overboard, but, and if I can't get this remeshing to work, then all this was for naught anyways, which kills my soul a little bit. But oh shit, I gotta clear the mask before I dynamesh. What'd that put me at? 200,000. Let's see if we can go from 200,000 to 100,000 on the fucking Z remesher. And if it can't, I might be SOL. I at least think I don't have any of that stupid fucked up geometry under there. At least that looks like it might be a hole, so we'll go ahead, close holes, and then let's please Z remesher, please Z remesher. I'm only asking you to go from 190 to 100 and to keep my groups. It's moving a lot faster this time. See if it shits out on me again. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, hallelujah. Look at that. Cool, 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 cool. And we're gonna want to go even lower than that for sure. But now we at least have like a base object we can work on. That's so gross down in there. Look at that. What the fuck is that even? Close any holes. Yeah, it's just terrible. Whatever that is. It's not good. It's not good at all. What up, head honcho Lucifer? Sculpting some scary shit. Maybe you'll like it. You got a scary username. I'll show you what I'm working on. Wow. Terrifying. absolutely horrifying. Welcome to the stream. Solo this goddamn button again. Sweet. Oops, damn standard that out. And I'm gonna try to get this way lower poly. Because this is for something that's going to be less than the size of my pinky now when it's printed, like to 95,000 polygons. It's insane. That's like Kratos. That's like how many polygons Kratos is, pretty much. So, if I turn on smooth groups, it might fuck up my edges, which I don't want. Well, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So I'm going to ZBrush and just try to cut it in half. Oh yeah, and we can get rid of, I'm already seeing how I could manually optimize this. There's like a lot of ways we could go about it. How did that do? This edge is getting fucked up, which is kind of sad. I wonder if it's been that way since the first Dynamesh. See how far back. Oh no, it's yeah, it kind of did. I should probably, damn. Oh no, this is all creased. Okay, yeah, no, it just kind of is what it is. I wonder, smoothing the groups out actually might help that. Let's just see what happens. Oh yeah. Okay, so now let's think about how I'm gonna just go in and make sure I'm not losing that like faked depth, and we can actually, I'm not gonna do an actual hole all the way through, but I can at least make a little divot where all these enter the button, so they get a faked depth. That might be too much on that edge. I gotta be careful because this one's so close. Oh, hi, Snowy. What up, little Snowy cameo? Little Snowy cameo. What time is it? I almost have to hop off. Dang. So I've sculpted, yeah, not even a whole button in an hour. That's hilarious. This is maybe my least successful stream I've had, 3D productivity wise. That's okay. That's okay. Not like I'm getting paid for this project anyways. I'm just doing it for fun. Okay, let's go ahead. ZBrush this. Let's shoot for the same amount of polygons. I bet I'll probably cut this in half one more time. I would imagine. Let's see though. What's that? 8,000. It's gonna be 8,000 per button. It's actually not so bad. Why is it not showing my poly groups now? Oh, there we go. Cool, and I'm actually going to go to my ZModeler and delete edge loops. We don't need any of that shit. Don't need any of that. Can we get away with that, it looks like? That's kind of sketchy. We can definitely delete some shit down here. Look at that, it's all completely unnecessary. Maybe I'll keep one control loop, actually. But we can get rid of all of that. And you can see what I go from. We went from 8,000 to 5,000. Oh shit, nope. Now we're starting to delete edge loops all the way around. Okay. We can delete this one for sure. Cool. I think we can probably, let me see if I want to smooth this at all. I think I can about use this as my button. Cool. Like I said, if it was a game object, I mean, I honestly probably could just like take a cylinder and do all this as a texture, but this is going to be an actual 3D model. So we're going to rename this button. Now we can turn solo off. Where is that little button? Oh my goodness. Turn this back to solo mode. There we go. Ooh, you know what I should do, actually? I might turn this into a brush, so I think I want to look at it this way, if I'm not mistaken. And then let me go brush, create insert mesh, we'll go new, and now let me try this insert mesh. Let me turn on curve mode and just see what happens. Fuck yes. Cool. I'm going to save this brush. As insert mesh. We'll just call this basic button. I made some really nice buttons in another project and did not save them, which was dumb. I'm trying to start building out a library of all the assets I make. So we'll just call this basic button 1. Cool. And now I can actually go to and turn everything back on, and instead of duplicating this button a million times and like putting it where I need to be, I can just grab the shirt. I want this base off. I can just like grab this shirt piece that has all the buttons on it. Nice little snowy girl. Another little snowy cameo. You need to be in the spotlight today. What up, Ebrar Afghan? I can take my brush settings if it's in curve mode and do, I think I can do dots. Let me see here. And then change the spacing, is that right? No. Hold on a second. I forget. Is it I think this just makes the curve. It is, that is what it is. Cool. So we can play with that until it's right. Look at that. And now we have all those buttons, and the shirt is masked out, so I can make this a separate object. I think that's actually still too small, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, TikTok, come on, man. Interrupting my live to do your dumb puzzle pieces. Alright, we back. I'm going to turn the size down a little bit, and I think I'm gonna have to play. I think I'm gonna have like too many buttons after I do that. Oh man. Damn, that's tough. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad at all. That looks pretty nice. I think I am gonna change the curve step just a little bit, just a little teeny tiny bit higher than that. So I'll have slightly less buttons, and I'll take them all the way down. Yeah, look at that. And then I can fix that curve as I need. I mean, look at that. Alright, well, yeah. I think that's, I mean, I have to leave. That's literally all I have time for today. So that's where it's going to have to end. So, yeah, I'll probably change the name of this video, how to make a basic ass custom button in ZBrush and turn it into a insert mesh. That looks pretty nice. And then, like, I can just, I guess, real quick before I hop off, I could show y'all what I'm going to do with this shirt piece. I'll come in to my geometry and turn on dynamic subdivisions. Shit, I'll crease it first. I will. I can just do crease polygroups. Okay, and then I'll come in and turn on dynamic subdivs. There we go, and now it's not deforming. And I'll play with like the thickness. Yeah, and now you can see like that's already starting to look like a shirt. If I turn up the smooth subdivs one more level. And then after I have the entire shirt done, I'll use like the transpose master plugin to sculpt wrinkles on the entire shirt at once, even though it's all in separate pieces, which I didn't do for the pants, but I like totally could have, and still might actually, because they still need some work and I have to do like belt loops and shit. But yeah, that's how we would finish this shirt. So I would subdivide all these pieces and then drag all the seams into place over one another. And I'm gonna actually just go ahead and well, it doesn't matter, I'll keep the subdivs on for now. Oh, I was using dynamic subdiv, doesn't even fucking matter. Look at that, cool. Yeah, and actually, I mean, like, this could be the end of the shirt part of this little streaming series, because it's going to be pretty boring from here. The collar will be a nice little adventure, and I'll probably do that. Low poly, actually, I'll probably kind of treat that like a hard surface object like I did with the button, and use my Z modeler to like tease that collar out, but that'll be another day. Alright, this has been fun. Love and appreciation to everybody who tuned in, as always.